Right. Today I am going to discuss about the complete oxidation of one glucose molecule. How many ATPs are produced during the aerobic respiration? Okay, na? So in this topic I am going to discuss about the complete oxidation of the one glucose molecule. So here this is one glucose molecule. So this one glucose molecule is undergo oxidation process, then to form the two molecules of pyruvic acid. Then these two molecules of pyruvic acid is undergo, that is the oxidative decarboxylation, then to form the two molecules of acetyl CoA. This is the two molecule of acetyl CoA. Again, these two molecules of acetyl CoA under the Krebs cycle, then to form the number of different types of intermediate products are formed in the Krebs cycle. This is the TCA cycle, is also known as Krebs cycle. So in this complete oxidation of one glucose molecule, how many ATPs are produced? So here in this glucose is converted into the two molecules of pyruvic acid. Then so that go back to glycolysis. Once remember that one glucose molecule is converted into the two molecule of pyruvic acid. So in this glycolysis, this process is glycolysis. During the glycolysis, so here one ATP molecule is consumed. Here one ATP molecule is consumed at the first reaction of the glycolysis. So next one more ATP is consumed at the third reaction of glycolysis. So next here totally two ATPs are consumed. So next in glycolysis, at the sixth reaction in glycolysis, during the oxidation process, then two molecules of NADH plus H plus is produced. So next at the seventh reaction, dephosphorylation reaction, then here two ATP molecules are produced. So next at the 10th reaction in glycolysis, again two ATP molecules are produced. So during the glycolysis, here one ATP molecule is consumed, here one ATP molecule is consumed, then two molecules of NADH plus H plus is produced, and at the seventh reaction in glycolysis two ATP molecules are produced, and 10th reaction in the glycolysis here two ATP molecules are produced. Okay, next here two molecules of pyruvic acid is converted into the two molecules of acetyl CoA. So this reaction is called oxidative decarboxylation. During this reaction, again two NADH plus H plus is produced. Okay, na? So during the link reaction, this is the link reaction. During the link reaction, so that is the oxidative decarboxylation is there. So in this oxidative decarboxylation, two molecules of NADH plus H plus is produced. Again here two molecules of acetyl-CoA is participate in the Krebs cycle. Two molecules of acetyl-CoA is condensed with two molecules of oxaloacetic acid. So then start the Krebs cycle. During the Krebs cycle, so how many NADH2 are produced and how many ATPs are produced during the Krebs cycle. So here during the glycolysis, this one is substrate level phosphorylation 1. So this is the substrate level phosphorylation 2. Okay, right. So next here during the glycolysis, two molecules of acetyl-CoA is involving the Krebs cycle. The first stable product is called citric acid. Again that citric acid is converted into the isocitric acid. So these isocitric acid is converted into the alpha ketoglutaric acid. During this reaction, so one oxidation is there, one oxidation reaction is there. During this oxidation of isocitric acid, here two molecules of NADH plus H plus is produced. Okay. So next alpha ketoglutaric acid is converted into the succinyl CoA. Okay, now so alpha ketoglutaric acid is converted into the succinyl CoA. In this reaction again oxidation is there. In this oxidation of alpha ketoglutaric acid then produce the two molecules of NADH plus H plus is produced. So next reaction in the Krebs cycle, succinyl CoA. Here succinyl CoA is converted into the succinic acid. During this reaction, so this is the substrate level phosphorylation. During this reaction, ATP molecules are directly produced. Here two ATP molecules are produced. So this is the substrate level phosphorylation in a Krebs cycle. Okay, now. So next here succinic acid is converted into the fumaric acid. Succinic acid is converted into the fumaric acid. Here two molecules of FADH2 is produced. Here during the succinic acid is converted into the fumaric acid. So during this reaction two FADH2 are produced. Okay, na? So next last reaction in the Krebs cycle, malic acid is undergo oxidation. This is the last reaction in the Krebs cycle. Malic acid is undergo oxidation process then to form the two molecules of oxaloacetic acid. Here also two NADH plus H plus is produced. Okay, na? So these are These are some intermediate products are formed in the complete oxidation of complete oxidation of complete oxidation of one glucose molecule. Then how many ATPs are produced? So here these two ATPs are consumed. Here 2 NADH plus H plus. According to the NCERT textbook, 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. Here 3 ATPs. Okay, right. So here 2 ATPs are produced during the glycolysis reaction, means here also 2 ATPs, directly ATPs are produced. So next here also 2 ATPs are directly produced. So then oxidative decarboxylation of pyruvic acid, here 2 NADH plus H plus are produced. So 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs, 3 ATPs. Then here 2 NADH2 are produced. 2 into 3 equal to, that is 6 ATPs, 6 ATP molecules are there. Here 2 ATP molecules are produced. Here 2 ATP molecules are produced. During the link reaction, 2 NADH plus H plus, 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATP, then to form the 6 ATP molecules. Okay, na? So here 1 NADH plus H plus, 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. Here 2 NADH2 are produced. 2 into 3, 6 ATPs are there produced. So next during the Krebs cycle, here also 2 NADH2 are produced. So 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. 3 ATPs according to the NCERT textbook. Okay, now 1 NADH equal to 3 ATPs. Here how many NADH2 are produced? 2 molecules. Then 2 into 3 ATPs equal to 6 ATP molecules are produced. So here also 2 NADH, here 2 NADH plus H plus are produced. 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs, then 3 ATPs here. So here 3 into 2, that is the 6 ATP molecules are produced. So next in Krebs cycle, substrate level phosphorylation is there. 2 ATP molecules are, that is the directly ATP molecules are produced. Here 2 ATP molecules are there. Okay. So next here in a Krebs cycle, that is 2 FADH2 are produced. So here 1 FADH2 equal to 2 ATP molecules. 1 FADH2 is equal to 2 ATPs. Here how many FADH2 are formed? Here 2 molecules of FADH2 are produced. 2 into 2, here 4 ATPs are formed. 4 ATPs are formed. Okay. So next, the last reaction in the Krebs cycle, here 2 NADH plus H plus is produced. So here 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATPs. Here 2 NADH plus H plus into 3 ATPs. 3 ATPs. Then produce the 2 into 3, here 6 ATP molecules are produced. So then calculate the total ATP molecules. So here 6 ATPs, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 10 ATPs are produced during the glycolysis. In link reaction, 6 ATPs are produced. 10 plus 6, 16. 16. 16 plus 6. 16 plus 16 plus 6, that is the 22. Here 22 ATPs. 22 plus 6, 22 plus 6, 28. 28 plus 2, 30. 30 plus 4, 34. 34 plus 6, 34 plus 6, 40. Here total ATPs are 40 ATPs. Then during the glycolysis, 2 ATP molecules are consumed, means 2 ATP molecules are consumed, minus 2 ATPs, minus 2 ATPs. Here total ATPs, how many total ATPs are produced during the complete oxidation of the glucose? 40 ATPs. 40 minus 2 ATPs. These 2 ATPs are consumed in the glycolysis. Then totally 38 ATPs are produced. So this concept is given in the NCERT biology book. Okay na? So according to the NCERT biology textbook, then one complete oxidation of one molecule of glucose, then to produce the 38 ATPs. 38 ATPs. So once one molecule is oxidized, the completely oxidation of the one molecule of glucose, then converted into the 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, then acetyl-CoA. That acetyl-CoA is participate in the Krebs cycle, then to produce the 38 ATPs. So this statement is given in the NCERT biology book. But in a MSET level, you will see the MSET level in the Telangana state MSET. So here, what is the differences only at in the glycolysis 6th reaction? Here 3 NADH plus H plus 2 molecules of NADH plus and H plus is produced. According to the Telangana state second year botany book, in that textbook, 1 NADH plus H plus is equal to 2 ATPs. Here 2 ATPs. 2 into 2, here 4 ATPs are given. Okay na? So total how many ATPs are remaining? All same. Remaining that ATPs, the formation of ATPs numbers are same, but except in the 6th reaction. At the 6th reaction in the glycolysis, 2 NADH plus H plus is produced during the glycolysis at the 6th reaction of glycolysis, oxidation of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So here 2 NADH plus H plus produced. So 1 NADH according to the textbook in Telangana state book, 1 NADH is equal to 2 ATPs. Then 2 NADH is equal to 4 ATPs. 4 ATPs. Here you have to mention here 2 into 2, that is 4 ATPs. So here total you have to, the remaining concept here 8 ATPs are there. Here 8 ATPs are produced. Okay na? Next 8 plus 6, like this you have to calculate the complete count the ATPs numbers, and then to form the here 38 ATPs are there. Here 38 ATPs. Here 38 ATPs are produced. 38 minus 2, that is the 38 minus 2, 36 ATPs. Okay na? So according to the MSET entrance exam, so based on the Telangana state second year botany, that is the 36 ATPs are produced. 36 ATPs are produced according to the MSET, in the Telangana MSET. Okay na? 1 NADH equal to 2 ATPs. 2 NADH2 are produced produced in the sixth reaction of the glycolysis. 2 into 2, 4. Remaining total ATPs are same. So in a NEET level, in the NEET entrance exams, that is total ATPs are 38. In a MSET Telangana state MSET level, that is the 36 ATPs are produced for one complete oxidation of the glucose. In a NEET entrance exam, according to the NCERT book, total 38 ATPs are produced by the complete oxidation of the one glucose molecule. Okay, na? So this is the simple concept about the complete oxidation of the one glucose molecule, then produce the 38 ATPs according to the NCERT, and 36 ATPs are produced according to the Telangana state second year botany. Okay, na? So this is the simple concept about the complete oxidation of the glucose molecule.